Abuna, so here's a question for you. We're in Lent now, and there's about 40 odd days till the resurrection. How do we benefit, Abuna, from Lent, and particularly Holy Week?
I think it's a beautiful question, Abuna, and I think a few things. Number one, I should sit with my confession father and revise my spiritual canon and receive a rule of fasting up to my capacity spiritually and physically as well. Pope Shenouda famously said that if we don't abstain, we're just vegetarians, we're not fasting. And in the same book on the spirituality of fasting said that a few minutes of prayer when hungry are better than hours when full. So we need to seek guidance from our confession father about abstinence and increasing our prayer rule. I think also generally in the Lent, we try to close the door to the world and open the door to heaven. So, for example, that might be close the door to Spotify and open the door to Upper Room. Maybe closing the door to just generally scrolling through my feed and opening the door to some spiritual reading, or at the very least, increasing the spiritual content that's in my feed. A practical thing to do if I can't give up my phone or certain parts of my social media activity, then maybe unfollow 10 things that are not edifying and instead put 10 things that are, if you can't give it up altogether. And then approaching Passion Week, we just live the day to day, hour to hour with Christ. That time in between the Basilics is a time for contemplation, for reading, for prayer, and for a bit of rest as well. Certainly not the time for social things, and we really don't want to miss that blessing and that really spiritual environment that the Church provides for us. And then if we do that, then the Resurrection Liturgy is just one of the most joyful moments of the whole year, isn't it? Especially the Tamthilia or the reenactment, it's just magnificent, and the procession, really we have this joy that the Lord, He's risen from the dead and He's trampled down death by His death. He's given us life, He's given us victory. What greater joy can there be than that? And so the more that we put into the Lent and the Passion Week, the more we'll experience the joy of the resurrection, I think.
Thanks, Abuna.